Welcome back to the Conservative Viewpoint, your sanctuary in a politically crazed world. We're here to cut through the noise, to spin, and that won't censor you, to give you the unvarnished truth. Well, I don't know what I wrote there. I am your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. We've got a packed show for you guys tonight. It's a can't miss show. But before we dive into the deep end, let me do the two things that matter most. First is thank you. Thank you to every single one of you tuning in, listening and watching and participating. And second, if you love what you hear tonight or any of my shows, hey, don't forget to the show that gives you facts and the fire you need to face the week, then here is your call to action. Subscribe to the channel right now. Wherever you are watching from or listening from, whichever, don't forget to hit that like button. And most importantly, share this broadcast with everyone you know, guys. You are the engine of this movement. You are how we grow our voice and break through the liberal media blackout. All right, so tonight we're talking about a cancer on the soul of our republic. We are asking the question that keeps millions of Americans up at night. When does the lawlessness stop on the left? For far too long, we have watched a deeply rooted ideological decay take hold. It is a calculated and deliberate dismantling of the rule of law by the progressive left. You see it in our cities, where district attorneys funded by activist billionaires, Soros, refusal to prosecute smash and grab thieves, transferring our urban centers into markets for crime. You see that our institutional rot, where conservative leaders and private citizens are targeted by weaponized government agencies with a full force of the state brought down on political opponents. The integrity of our justice system and our Justice Department has been, frankly, a national joke. And you absolutely see it in our southern border, where the definition of law has been completely eradicated by the Democrats. This isn't just about security. It's about the fundamental disrespect for the principle that our nation has been founded on, and we have boundaries and rules that are supposed to apply equally to everyone. Doesn't seem to do that, right? This isn't just chaos, folks. It's a conscious strategy to replace order with an agenda. They are trying to normalize the abnormal, and we will not allow it. And speaking of that lawlessness at the border, the consequences of this open border policy from the Biden regime and these piece of garbage Democrats are no longer confined to the border towns. They are now officially being imported into the very places where American families feel they should be the safest, is at our airports. We had the latest on the outrageous move by the Biden regime to turn our national airports into vital hubs of commerce, travel and security. But they did it. They turned it into temporary housing for illegal criminals. So let's be clear about what this means. It is a direct threat to public safety. Airports have sensitive, restricted areas for a reason, blurring the lines between secure zones and makeshift shelters as an invitation to chaos and national security risk in a post-9/11 world. It is an insult to the American taxpayers. Our infrastructure is being commandeered to facilitate illegal criminals and letting this invasion happen in our country, diverting resources that should be improving travel safety and efficiency for law-abiding citizens. Nope, they're spending it on criminals. We'll break it all down for you, where it's happening, the administration's justification or the lack thereof, and why this is the clearest sign yet that the Biden regime prioritized their ideology over your safety and your sovereignty of this nation. The lawlessness, the border chaos, the representation of government, and the gutting of our national security. It's all on the agenda for tonight, guys. You don't want to miss a single second of this. So stick around. When we come back after this short break, we dive head first into the numbers and the latest reports from the left, lawlessness, and ask how far is too far. So stay with us here on the Conservative Viewpoint. The show begins now. What's happening, everyone? What is going on? Holy moly, what's going on, guys? Busy day today. Dreary, wet, rainy, nasty freaking day. I've just been like, bleh. It sucks. It feels like it's been dark out there all freaking day long. And I did get to do some bacon, and I made me some mini lemon meringue pies, but from scratch, and some mini mixed berry pies. I did get those made today, so I did get something accomplished. My workout was half-assed because of the dreary day today. I hope to get it better tomorrow, but it's supposed to rain again tomorrow too. I hope y'all had a better day than I have. But hey, we're going to get busy because we got a few things to go over, and it's going to be great. So we're going to get busy here and see what we got going on over here. We got Rumble. We got Facebook. We got YouTube. We got Twitch. We got X. We got anybody in X? Yeah, we got a couple in X. We got Kick. We got everybody happening right now. We also got Getter. We got Whipkit, and we're going to see who's starting off on us. And Getter over here, let's see what's happening over here. We have got Radical Right Sean. What's happening, man? You feeling good tonight, Sean? I hope so. We got Conrad. What's happening, Conrad? We got Mr. Joe Public. What's happening, Joe? I got mail from you. Sadly, they tore the envelope open and ripped the insert. Man, I tell you what. That's why I hate mail. You did U.S. Post Office. They suck. Man, I hope everything was in there, though, Sean. I shall. Let's keep going down here, see who else we got happening down here tonight. Texas John. There he is. What's going on, John? Let's keep going down through here and see. Everybody doing good tonight here. I make a pecan and sweet potato pie every Thanksgiving. I usually make myself a pie, but I didn't. Yes, they do suck, Sean. But I made the lemon pie for my mother-in-law because she likes lemon meringue pies, and my father-in-law likes mixed berry pies. So I made them pie. I didn't make myself a pie. So I'm actually mini pie, so I can eat some of theirs too. So I'll make myself a pumpkin pie for Christmas. That's what I'll do. Hey, let's shoot down over here to Wimpkin and the Wimpkin Warriors over here. Man, let's see. Pat is starting us off on the charts tonight. Pat, how you doing, Pat? Got to see Pat. Love Pat. There she is. And we got Gregory Allen Carnes Jr. And let me see him a little bit better there. There he is, guys. If you are on Wimpkin, check out his page. You guys know who he is. Man, check out his podcast. He puts on a decent show, man. Let me tell you what. Can't beat it. When he goes up there, Rock. What happened, Rock? We got our own Rock in here. There you go, Rock. Nice to see you, Rock. Lee, what up, Lee? Lee is in here. What's happening? Colin from Scotland. There he is. There's Colin right there. Guys, welcome Colin from Scotland. There William B right there, man. William B. We got Guy. Guy is here. Welcome, Guy. Cecil. I see Cecil in there. We got John over here now, too. John is everywhere. And he is right there. Is everybody right there. We got Madeline. Hi, Madeline. Nice to see you tonight, Madeline. Gotta love Madeline, too. Look at that. She coming over here. Dale. What's happening, Dale? Yeah, there's Jerry Kruger right there, man. Kruger, man. Great podcaster, man. He's everywhere. Just type his name in. Jerry Kruger. You'll find him, man. Trust me. Great show. Go check it out. Raise your hand if you're tired of Democrats blaming everything on Trump. If I had more hands, I'd raise them. How about you guys? Yes, I am so sick of these Democrats, these liberals out there. Holy shit. You think I committed a crime today on X? Somebody put up a picture of some woman holding a gun and asked, what do MAGA women have over Democrats? And I said, looks. Holy shit. You should have seen the amount of people I had to block. I'm not going to put up with them because I know the blue-haired little liberal nasty-ass hoes are Democrats, and we have some of the best-looking women ever. And they think you're basing it off the picture that they put up there. No, I'm basing it off a perspective that I know and I see. And these dumbasses are putting it up. Oh my God, I couldn't put up with them anymore. It was crazy. Yeah, I have never seen so many crazy ass. Oh, I would love that. It don't seem like you get anything from me, Colin, or I would. Colin told me to send over a piece of lemon meringue for him. Hell, I don't think it would make it there. So, guys, welcome to the show. I'm glad to see you guys. One more night, one more show, and we're taking the weekend off. Oh, yes. I'm going to have a party down, and I'm going to drink, and I'm going to eat, and I'm going to enjoy myself. I hope you guys are, too. Don't forget to give me some pictures out. I want some Christmas pictures. Christmas lights, Christmas anything, decorations, whatever you do Christmas. I want some pictures so we can show them off right before Christmas break. Oh, yes, we're going to have a blast, guys. We make sure you get them to me so I can do a little video on everybody's. I'm getting mine together now, too. So make sure you guys get me your pictures in. Don't forget, we got the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. Violent Vixen 29 just popped in over and get her right there, guys. If you didn't check her show out tonight, it was a good show. And you guys got to check it out. Rebel Chick What It Cause. Starts at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. weeknights right before me. Check it out, guys. Exactly. Rock says you can spot a liberal with a septum piercing. Yes, sir, Bob. That's to tie him off when you're done with him like a horse. You tie that shit off right there, man. You put a loop on that thing. Tie that shit off. Them cows ain't moving. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, we're going to get busy. We're going to get busy. We're going to get hypey, and we got some crap going on over there and Kick. We ain't worried about that. But let's get busy right now because we got a few things to go over. Not as much as yesterday, so we are going to do some videos today. But the first thing we're going to go through is DOJ has filed a motion to unseal Epstein documents in the latest step toward release. Now, the DOJ has asked the federal judge to unseal the grand jury material, lift protective orders in the Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell cases after Trump signed the Epstein File Transparency Act. On November 19th, he signed this thing. Law requires Pam Bondi to release all unclassified records, communications, and investigative materials related to Epstein within 30 days. Now, we will see something. I'll guarantee we'll see something. Is it what we expect? I don't think so. But hi, Tammy. There's Texas Tammy right there. And I saw Texas Jeff earlier when on Vic's show. So we had them both back tonight. But there's Texas Tammy right there. Nice to see you, Tammy. All righty then. It's like the majority of the women in Trump's cabinet were dressed in gunny sack. I'd claim I'm a Mormon. Yeah, I'm telling you what. But hey, we're going to see what happens. This judge has already said prior to this that he's not releasing anything because of Ghislaine Maxwell's appeal going through, and she's still fighting this case. I guarantee it's going to be again. Then they can blame the judge. So it puts everything off of them and puts it onto the judge. But like we said last night, she still has stuff that the judge doesn't have and is not under the protective order. So that stuff should be released. Whatever she got from Philadelphia that was just sitting in a warehouse somewhere needs to be released. We'll see what happens. We are missing Mississippi Queen. What's Mississippi Queen? I don't know what that is, Sean. Radical right, Sean, that is. All right, here we go. What are we getting here first? Trump signs an executive order directing the administration to start initiating process of designating chapters of Muslim Brotherhood as FTOs and STGTs. So he started at the FTOs, or the foreign terrorist organizations that specifically designated global terrorists. I thought he'd already did this a while ago, but obviously he has not. I said this yesterday. But apparently there's a process to it. But all these Muslims need to be done. They are all bred in to hating all Americans. It's as simple as that. They are trained to want to kill Americans. That is the way they are brought up. No matter which side it is, they can keep saying that the Shiites or the Sunni or whatever they are. I can't remember. We had them in our prison, but the Sunnis, I think it was, they are all brought up that way. They can tell you a lie all they want, but it's a fact. So we'll see what happens with that when this goes through and see how many more that they can get. Eventually, it's going to be all of them. And they need to ban them all from our country and ban all their so-called religion, because it's not. It's a religion of hate. And that is not what it's supposed to be. Let's get into Mr. Fart Man himself, Eric Swallowwell. Oh, yes. Swallowwell says that Trump has made the United States lawless. Really? Mr. Fart Man, Fang Fang, Call Me Lover himself talks about lawlessness. Here we go, guys. And I'm just going to show you a few. And I could have went on and on and on. But I'm going to show you who the lawless party is.
Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" Catch!
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do.
No one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
Hey, let me shut down the city! We are at war!
We're at a war right now.
We are at war.
So you have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country.
And that's why gloves are off.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And yes, there are many threats to democracy. We see it with these extreme candidates.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
But you can only push people so far. And then they start to take matters into their own hands.
What the American public want is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight.
You know, this is literally call to arms.
The MAGA movement is a threat.
Michelle says that, when they go low, we go high.
No. With all due respect, if they go low, we don't go high.
When they go low, we kick them.
We take them to the mud and choke them out.
And make sure that they stay down. And you know what? Pick them when they're down, because they deserve it.
Get up in the face of some Congress people.
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your...
We have to fight this in the streets.
And we're going to fight it in the streets. It's time to step out of your comfort zone and step out into the streets.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist! You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store.
What about a gasoline station? Okay, yeah.
And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
He's not going to have a third term. He may not finish this term.
Yes, the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying.
That's just one. I got a couple more for you. Take a look at this.
All these people are shamelessly committing theft as long as they stay below $950. They know they can walk out calmly. Prop 47, a law passed in California, is now showing its consequences. The law reclassified certain non-violent offenses from felonies to misdemeanors. This means that people convicted of these offenses are less likely to be incarcerated and more likely to receive treatment for help. The goals of Proposition 47 were to reduce prison overcrowding and recidivism rates, save money on corrections costs, invest the saving in other areas needed. Since Proposition 47 was passed, California's prison population has declined by more than 25,000 inmates. The recidivism rate for people convicted of misdemeanors is also lower than the recidivism rate for people convicted of felonies. Proposition 47 has been criticized by some who argue that it has led to an increase in crime, nonviolent crime. Proposition 47 has been a success in reducing prison overcrowding, recidivism rates, and corrections costs. However, the law may have failed in other areas.
And that was just California. Now I have one from New York too, but I didn't upload that one because it's the same stuff. You had them on there telling these people what crimes they could commit and not prosecute them. We've talked about this before, right? But it doesn't stop there. It continued and continues and continues. Here's another one.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick them.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized up to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Look as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome.
And it goes on and on. I probably could do a week's worth of this stuff. Every time you turn around, this is what they're saying. They're saying, well, look, Obama, Biden never had any scandals or anything. Oh, are you kidding me? We're going to go with that right now. Just from the Obama administration. And this is just some of them. They had Internal Revenue Service targeting scandal, Benghazi attack and controversy, NSA surveillance of the Edward Snowden files, Operation Fast and Furious from the ATF, Justice Department, Associated Press phone record seizures, illegal ones, and a couple of different the California Energy Company, Solyndra bankruptcy. They gave them $535 million loan guarantee. They went bankrupt and didn't pay a dime of it back. Where did that money go to? VA hospital scandal. They had that. That just was Obama's time with Biden as vice president. Under Biden regime, the family business and influence peddling allegation. How much more lawless can you get, right? Hunter Biden foreign business dealings, Hunter Biden's conviction, use of pseudonyms and a fake email. No, nothing ever happened. And the use of Air Force Two. Classified documents controversy, border immigration crisis, foreign policy and national security controversies, cabinet and appointee scandal, and I can go on. And this dumb son of a bitch wants to sit there and say that the Republicans are lawless. Please tell me, let them tell us what has been lawless under the Trump administration. These some bitches can't tell you anything at all. Obama's chef. Exactly, Rock. I forgot about that. But Obama's chef come up dead. There is so many more that I can bring out to you. They want to talk about lawlessness. Well, here's a crybaby little bitch himself. Swalwell now is suing the housing officials who made multiple criminal referrals for Trump's critics. He's crying because, and if I'm not mistaken, when you buy a house, they publicize it in the newspaper. So it is public information. It is public knowledge that you can get that information. So he is suing it. And get this. You got to hear this. Let me find it because it's crazy. Okay, yeah. Swalwell, who entered the California's governor race last week, which is illegal because his primary house is in D.C., and we talked about that yesterday. But a 19-page federal civil lawsuit in the U.S. courts for District of Columbia accusing Pollitt is who the ones that did this. The Federal Housing Finance Agency director of violations of privacy in obtaining Swalwell's mortgage records. And Swalwell, I got to quit calling him by his real name. The lawsuit accuses the Trump administration of engaging in a pattern of political retribution through the courts, saying that he was where's it at? This is funny as all hell. And I got to make sure I get the right one. Swalwell's, damn it. Lawsuit says that the disclosure of his mortgage records harmed his reputation. What reputation, you piece of shit, call me loving fart man, idiot, douchebag? He said it harmed his reputation because they found out he committed fraud. So now he's suing because of that. Oh, it just keeps getting better. You want to see the lawlessness, and they keep talking about this lawlessness. And every night on this show, we show the lawlessness of the Democrat Party. Let me go up here. The Sedition 6 will be questioned. Yep, I'm coming to that too, Gregory. Thank you for that, man. Portland protesters accused of threatening to kill officers and sexually assault their wives at the ICE facility. This is how demented these Democrat people are, and the lawlessness continues because this is the reason why these nutcases are coming out of the woodwork and causing this kind of violence. The FBI and the partners will lead these investigative efforts to see to that those who target law enforcement are pursued and brought to the fullest extent of justice. This guy needs put in prison for the rest of his life and never see the light of day again. So now we're going to go on with what Gregory was just talking about. Sedition. Democrat bid to foment Trump's resistance inside U.S. military draws a blowback. Now, let me get rid of this one first. Because if you guys have not seen the commercial for this, and I cut it in half, I cut it down to where they stopped saying it. I want you to see this commercial that these Sedition 6 made that is going to be total proof in the pudding when it goes to court. Because they said it right live on TV, and you can't get away with that. Take a look.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris DeLuzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day
to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
and intelligence community professionals
against American citizens. Like us, you all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
And right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
but from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law
or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
the Army,
or Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
And know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
the American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws,
our Constitution,
and who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Now that is like just waiting for a lawsuit right there. Those guys are treasonous pieces of shit. The Sedition 6. They need to go. But I got to break from this real quick and tell you something that Shell just told me over here. That California made it legal for 14-year-old females to have sex with 20-year-old somethings. Holy shit. The pedophiles are everywhere. This has got to stop. This is unbelievable. Thank you for that, Shell. This is outrageous. This is out of control. California is a disaster, and they're making it. They want to try to get him in as president. Yeah, this what's going on right now with these 6 senator, congressmen, whatever the hell they are, and that Mark Kelly, he needs to go too. But they all need to go. But again, we talked about the first woman yesterday, and she couldn't even give an illegal order that Trump made. Couldn't do it. Just going to say shit and think we're not going to get in trouble anyways. Why would they think they were going to get in trouble? Republicans don't do anything to them. I sound like a broken record when it comes to that. This better open some of these dumb son of a bitches up to see that this something needs done. It's not going to stop until they do. There's no difference between these sedationists and the Confederation of the time of the Civil War. No, there's not. And it's about time. If not something, we're going to break it off, and it's going to happen. But the War Department is considering charges against Senator Mark Kelly, that we talked about yesterday. And they have started the investigation. But also, the FBI has the seditious 6 in their sights and are pursuing interviews with each of the lawmakers. The FBI reportedly contacted the Capitol Police to schedule interviews with the 6 members of Congress who appeared in this video, urging members of the military intelligence communities to disobey an illegal order that President Trump may issue. Didn't say there was, but guess what? As soon as this come through and Trump come on there and say they deserve the death penalty, which they do, now the Capitol Police notified these 6 people and are giving them 24/7 protection for the taxpayers' money. Oh, yeah, we're paying for that bullshit. They should not receive a dime of taxpayer-funded security for something that they caused. And that is happening right now. They are getting protection 24 hours a day because of the violent rhetoric that they're pushing out of their mouth. They can't shut their freaking pie holes. And they caused this problem on their own. Nobody pushed it. Nobody's saying anything violent. No violent rhetoric is going about going after Democrats like I showed you earlier, like these Democrats have done to the Republicans. And they weren't only talking about government officials, they were talking about us too. But nobody does that against the Democrats. But this is what happens. The taxpayers are flipping the bill for these penny-ass wastes to go and get protected for something they caused. That's bullshit. I believe only the military can convict for treason. I don't know about that. We're going to have to check into that, Fix. And hi, Fix. What are they investigating? Watch the video. Exactly, William B. The proof is right there. It's a fact. They said it. They put it out themselves. It's as simple as that. So we're going to see what happens, guys. Remember, we get played all the time with these people. What else we got happening here? A former Army captain warns the Democrats unpatriotic video telling troops to defy orders could spark chaos. And this Army Captain Doug Truax, founder of Restoration of America, told Fox News Digital that video risks undermining the military's chain of command and increasing political tensions across the country. This is one of the most unpatriotic things I've seen in his lifetime. Truax argued that the undermining of the military's chain of command would cause chaos, with troops suddenly questioning orders based on morality and not legality. He said that putting the onus, I don't know, on the service members was not fair to them because they are facing difficult tasks and having no interest in getting involved in political matters. This is ridiculous. Yes, exactly, Shell. Court-martial that sumbitch Mark Kelly. It's as simple as that. But this guy is right. This is what the Democrats do best. But guess what? They accidental confession. Democrats in video commanding troops to disobey order just confirmed she knows she committed sedition. And that is from Christy Holohan. And she admitted because she used a reference from A Few Good Men. Do you remember that one? Oh, yes. It's a freaking movie, you dumb bitch. And she's trying to use that as her excuse. She admitted to it without knowing she admitted to it. So this should be an easy drop in a bucket, boom, go to jail, be done with it. So we're going to see what happens with that, too. Let me start my thing up here. A soldier already made video in uniform that he doesn't agree with Trump's illegal immigration. And that soldier should be put in prison. As simple as that. They should not be on there talking about nothing. Yeah, there it is. I told you about the round-the-clock security. Now, a Democrat now is threatening our military members. Get this one. Ruben Gallego or something warns military there will be consequences going after Congress members once Trump is gone. Now we're going to threaten our military members. And this is a Democrat. He is a Democrat out of Arizona. Shell, that's one of your boys. Senator Ruben Gallego, Democrat out of Arizona, warned military members there will be consequences. Now we're going to threaten military members because these idiots told them to commit an illegal crime for a military member. I can get in the face of every damn one of them and tell them to go fuck themselves right in front of them. And I would love to do it. But of course, you can't get it nowhere near them. They're panty-ass weights being fought by cops all around them 24 hours a day because they're whips. They can run their mouths behind cameras, but that's about it. That's just like all these liberals do. What's it have to do with illegals? I think they're going to try to get our troops and agents to defect. They're going to get them killed, Cat. That's exactly what they're going to do. Here's another bombshell report. This is talking about the Biden team and the regime that forced all these. And I don't know why it's coming out now, but they forced airports to house migrants, which we all knew about this. Cruz says the administration allowed improperly vetted individuals to fly through U.S. while diverting air marshals. Well, they did that. They also gave them free reign to get a jump on a plane and go wherever the hell they want for free. We've talked about that too. And this is the stuff that they just brought up. I don't know why. Here we go. Ratskin was on Plaskett texting with Epstein. Remember we were talking about that yesterday and the day before or last week about this, that she was texting Epstein during the hearing and Epstein was telling her what questions to ask Michael Cohen and all that. And what's Ratskin say? Lawmakers text Trump all the time. He's trying to compare people texting Trump to them texting a pedophile. There's no clear that makes no sense whatsoever. This comes from a piece of shit Ratskin Democrat that makes no sense whatsoever. People text Trump. Okay, Trump's not a pedophile. Trump's not nothing like that. And they're being used and showing their lawlessness right during the hearing and talking to a pedophile, a convicted pedophile. That's crazy, right? All right, a couple more things here. DOJ slaps Newsom with an explosive new lawsuit. The Department of Justice and Republican plaintiffs are challenging California's Proposition 50 congressional map, claiming it was drawn in favor of Democrats by using race and party data. The DOJ has filed to join a lawsuit that is seeking an injunction to block the map's use of upcoming elections. This case specifically raised questions regarding gerrymandering, voting rights, and the role of federal oversight in the state redistricting. This is an ongoing thing that Democrats have been fixing elections for more years than probably what I've been voting. And I'm 58 years old. So I've been voting for a while. And these guys, some bitches, have been fixing elections for more than that. But anyways, the last thing I'm just going to mention, and I don't think it's going to go through, is Ukraine agrees to core terms of U.S.-led peace deal with some stipulations, of course. I'm not going far into this because I don't trust it. They did a peace deal before. It fell through. I believe this one's going to fall through too. Neither one of those sumbitches want this thing to go to peace, and it's not going to happen. I don't believe so. What do you guys think? Hegseth is considering to activating him and having him charged. Charged? Yes, do it. They need to charge that sumbitch. These people got to learn a lesson that you commit treason or sedition, it's the same shit. It's both to be carried, used to carry a death penalty, but now it's 20 years. Oh yeah, it's 20 years now. This is what they do. They retaliate. People better get off their asses and vote in every single election, because if you don't, you might as well just turn off everything and go into your caves. That's a fact, Gregory. Term limits is the only answer. Convention of States. Exactly, Rock. I signed up for Convention of State, I don't know how many years ago, and it's never went anywhere. These people, we need to start seeing some action from something. We need something being done because nobody's holding these Democrats accountable. And that is the problem with everything that's going on. We're doing all the work to get no response from these Republicans whatsoever. I've got to try to get to D.C. and get some interviews going in the Capitol. I've been texting people and emailing people trying to get, if I have to have permission to go up there, to go to the Capitol and start asking some questions and stuff. I know I can go to the Capitol. I want to point to where do I need to get a journalist license or whatever, ID or whatever it is. I want to get in there and start questioning some of these Republicans that do nothing Republicans like Jim Jordan and Comey and all those ones. I want to get up there and do that stuff. And I will get it done one way or the other. I believe U.S. citizens charged with treason, non-military, are tried in federal courts for treason. Absolutely, Madeline. We cannot simply vote out their way out of it at all. Not at this point, Fix. You're right. They have done too much, and it's just going to continue if nothing is done about this. The accountability needs to happen now. Accountability is becoming extinct. Got that right, Joe Public. The only one that's getting held accountable are Republicans, because Democrats throw fake bullshit out there like Trump and falsify evidence, and they persecute Trump on fake evidence. What gets done with that? Nothing. They impeach him on false information. The Republicans, do they get the impeachment taken away? Hell no, they don't. More ammunition. I'm loaded, locked, and loaded and ready to go, John. If I have to, I got more bullets than I do clip or magazines. And I got a lot of magazines. I probably got 30 or 40 just for my AR. And then each of my pistols, I either got 2 or 3 for every pistol that I have. And then I got my sawed-off shotgun. I didn't saw it off. I bought it that way. And I'm ready to go, man. I got a ton of stuff ready to rip. I might not be able to run or fight anymore. I'm too old for that shit. But I will shoot your ass. The blue states have already been found to cheat just this year. And who's going to stop them? Nobody, Madeline. Exactly right. Nothing's going to happen. It's a fact, because we got weak-ass Republicans in there that won't do a damn thing. They got to get their panties out of their crack and do something about this stuff. Tired of sitting there waiting for nothing to happen. All right, let's go into the fun stuff. Let's get some fun stuff here. I want to show you this one, and I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but this one I've been putting off. Scott Jennings is tearing into liberals on CNN. I love watching him do this stuff. Take a look.
You shouldn't be able to render opinions
Scott,
about monetary policy.
You keep repeating something that nobody ever said. No one ever said that Trump cannot have.
We're having original thoughts here.
No, Scott.
I'll defend the Democrats. They are for things. Illegal aliens. You're for boys and girls sports. I mean, you are for things. And that's why you have such struggles right now in your party, because you're not for anything that's on the right side of any of the 80-20 issues that are driving this cultural divide in America. Tim Walz is a special mixture of extreme buffoonery and a mean spirit, which is a toxic brew. He is not the future of the Democratic Party.
They're going after people who are in the country illegally, right?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the criminals, this is a much bigger universe than
Doesn't that make you a criminal?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, if you come into the country illegally, here's the message.
we're going to find you and send you back.
Put on a good
Why are you
face.
so angry?
I'm not angry. I'm frustrated.
You look enraged.
I'm frustrated like most Americans because we want to know where the cuts are.
Gretchen, let me just hit pause here. I mean, look, people get worked up at this table, yourself included, all the time. Let's not call people angry when they're simply making a point.
Well, she's very upset.
Like,
because the goal of Medicaid is not to trap people. It's not supposed to be a lifestyle. It's supposed to be a temporary deal. So yes, we don't want to trap people on Medicaid. We want to give them go to the workplace. And I mean, there's able-bodied people all over this country who do nothing.
Democrats do not want to raise taxes. I just want to say that right.
Well, they want to raise taxes on rich people.
Well, on rich people. So I mean, so like your friends like Elon Musk and Donald Trump and all of those people.
What people? Give me an idea.
Like your friends, like Elon Musk. They're the ones.
Agree, my friend. But who else? Like, I'm just trying to decide who's rich.
Who's rich? Your friend.
No, this is the big problem for Democrats. You can never define who's rich.
I'm telling you exactly. Your friends.
Because when you come right down to it, what Democrats believe is that anyone who pays taxes is rich enough to have them increased. If you vote against this bill, the tax cuts will expire, and everybody with a job who pays taxes, their tax will go up. That is a Democrat position, is it not?
You have white supremacists in your party and in your administration. Oh, Nick Fuentes. Oh, whatever. It's
He's
just
not
a
in our
dinner.
administration.
Oh, Alliance for Deutschland. Oh, it's not really a Sieg Heil salute. Go to CPAC. There's anti-Semitic conspiracy theories all over.
Hold on a second. They're convicted. Maybe they were convicted of very serious crimes.
I'll read it.
The penalty that the Trump administration says is appropriate potentially could be death.
I'll read it. Sex offenders, homicide, kidnapping, murder in the first degree, battery, larceny, cocaine possession, murder, robbery, DUI, child sex abuse, and sex assault on someone with a mental illness. The Sudan is too good for these people.
Scott, what about their home country?
I'm not sure they'll take them. Would you take that person back?
How do you know that?
Well, one of them came from Cuba.
No.
I have to say.
How do you know that?
I don't care what we do with them. These are heinous, violent criminals, and they do not need to be here. That's all I know.
The science behind this
I love watching him tear into these people. But she's trying to shut him up. That black woman, I don't even know who the hell she is. It's her show, I guess. And she's telling him, do not call people angry. Are you kidding me? This is the most worthless. I don't know why CNN is still on the air and why that dumb bitch even has a job. Isn't that crazy? The Convention of the States, Gregory, is not being taken seriously enough. They send you that shit, you sign up for it, and nothing gets done. It's just pathetic. All right, let's have a little bit of fun. We got a white man funny here. You guys will get it. This is just fun. This is freaking hilarious. With the beard and glasses is the biggest fear. Yeah, I know. Ain't that crazy, Conrad? Hi, Conrad. Yes, it is. That guy's a douchebag. A white supremacist in a party. Nick Fuentes isn't even in a party. These people are fucking assholes, and I can't stand any one of them. But let's have a little bit of a laugh here, shall we?
Watch out, sir. You can't go until the white man says you can, sir. Excuse me? You can't go until the white man says.
Until the who says?
The white man.
The white man tells me to go. It is 2025. I am tired of you racist,
the white man.
backwards
the little white
motherfuckers.
walking
Yo,
man.
fuck you,
the
man.
White man.
Fuck you. Oh my God!
Stupid boy didn't listen to the white man.
You have to listen to the white man.
Yes, you do, or there will be consequences.
You gotta love that one, don't you love it? That's freaking funny as hell right there. Me too, Rock. Nothing happens to it. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, this was a funny one. And this was from, I believe this was from Green Frog Labs, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Christmas one I was telling you about that I'm going to save for Christmas. I hope I didn't erase it, but take a look at this one. It was just too funny to not show you.
On the 12th day of Christmas. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Poor old Fitzgerald, trio crows, 2 city blocks, and a cartridge on the pear tree. Thank you very much.
That's good right there. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. All right, what else we got here? We got time? Yeah, we got time. Hey, let's take a look at the woke airlines.
Welcome to Woke Airlines, the U.S.'s most progressive airline for people who cancel everything except their vacations, obviously.
At Woke Airlines, we offer direct flights to Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, and anywhere people professionally complain and protest. I usually get flight anxiety, but my wife's boyfriend reminded me, fear is just internalized privilege, so now I'm cured.
At Woke Airlines, we offer designated safe spaces for emotional expression. Passengers are encouraged to release their feelings in whatever way they identify. We offset our carbon emissions by feeling extremely guilty about them. Emotionally, we're basically net zero.
Oh, the hell. That's Woke Airlines for you right there. Oh, this is a great song. Kiss My Ass song.
Kiss my ass if you don't like me. I got everything that I need. Got my boots stained red with clay. Built this life my own damn way. I don't break, I don't fold. I've been the same since 10 years old. Working hard, don't ask for favors. Ain't got time for weak behavior. I'm built from blood, sweat, and pain. Sunshine, thunder, wind, and rain. Stand my ground, don't tread on me. I'm free as a man can be. Ain't got much but what I earn. Every scar's another turn. Ain't afraid of what might be. You can kiss my ass if you don't like me.
That's a great song. I had to go there. I've been holding on to that one too because we've been so busy. I haven't been able to show you some of the good stuff that I've had. Let's see what else we got. We got time for one more. I think we got time here. Let's see what we got. I'm going to save some of these for tomorrow. Let me see what we got here. No. Let's get a little advice from an old timer again.
Life's got a way of knocking your ass clean to the ground, boy. Don't matter how tough you think you are, it'll find a way. I've been down there, dirt in my teeth, blood on my knuckles, heart broken half, and still had to get back up. You see, that's the trick right there. Getting up when your body says no and your soul says, why bother? That's where a man's built. The world don't owe you a damn thing, never did. But if you can stand back up, even when it hurts, you just might earn a little respect from it. So next time life knocks you flat, don't stay down crying. Spit out the dirt, tighten your belt, and rise up meaner. Life don't break the strong ones, son. It just knocks the shine off till all that's left is real steel. As long as I'm still breathing, I ain't done fighting. Every sunrise, I gets another chance to swing back. So when life knocks you clean on your ass, son, you dust off, stand tall, and tell it you're its damn huckleberry.
Damn right there. That's some good advice from the old timer right there, right, guys? All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Remember, tomorrow will be my last show for 4 days. We'll come back following Monday, and hopefully I'll get everything set up here. And what the hell? My thing moved. My camera keeps moving on me. But hey, I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share anything and everything you can do for me to get the show my podcast out to everybody, guys. I'd appreciate it. And I'm hoping you guys have a great Thanksgiving, but we're going to talk about more about that tomorrow because we're going to have a lot of show. I hope to have some more funny videos, hopefully some funny Thanksgiving videos and stuff, just so we can end the night right and start our Thanksgiving weekend right too. That's going to be blast. So let's get everybody to have some fun on the Conservative Viewpoint starting tomorrow night, guys. We always have fun, right? I love everyone in chat. You guys are awesome. Everybody participating. I couldn't keep up with everything, and I love when I can't keep up with everything. When I can keep up with everything, it means it's boring. So you guys have been knocking it out of the park. I love you guys for that, and I love having you guys watch my show. It's been awesome. That's why I send you guys out that stuff. I hope you guys get all of the Christmas cards that I sent out to you guys. unlike Sean, and they rip it open. They did that, I think, to Pat one time or somebody, and they ripped it open. She didn't get the coin or anything that I sent out. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's why I ask you guys to let me know when you receive something from me, because this post office sucks to getting stuff in there. And I even tape everything up nice to get it to you guys. And that's why I'm hoping that Colin and Mark over in the UK get their stuff this time. Hopefully Colin gets something for a change, but we'll see what happens. All right, guys, thank you for watching tonight, and I will see you back here tomorrow. I'm going to leave you with this, because that, my friends, brings us to the end of a packed and truly essential broadcast of the Conservative Viewpoint. Today, we pull back the curtain on the calculated lawlessness, the deliberate destruction of order, and the studying disregard for the safety of the American traveler. It can feel overwhelming when you see the cost of the push to redefine reality, to punish decency, and to reward chaos and crime. It's easy to feel isolated. But what I want you to look around, look at the comment sections, look at the shares, look at the people in your life who, like you, refuse to let this nation slip away. We are not just talking heads here. We are the voice of millions who still believe in foundational truth. The borders matter. The law and orders are the bedrock of the civilization. That a government is their first duty is to its citizens. Doesn't seem that way, does it, guys? The fight ahead is long, but we do not fight alone. Every time you share this video, every time you talk to a friend, every time you cast a vote based on your principle, you are pushing back against the darkness. You are keeping the flame of liberty burning brightly. That is the Conservative Viewpoint, and that is the awesome power we all share. Never forget the strength you possess simply by standing on the truth. Now, before you go, please remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do it now. And if you've already subscribed, hit that like button one more time and share this episode, please, guys. It'll help getting people to wake up and see the truth. We need your help to grow this channel and to keep this essential conversation alive. So tomorrow night is our final show before the holiday break. We have a massive closing argument plan that you absolutely cannot miss. It's the perfect send-off to the season. So set your reminders now to come in and join us. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, guys. Thank you for your support, your passion, your willingness to think critically, and for tuning in to the Conservative Viewpoint. Have a blessed and thoughtful night. We'll see you back here live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the Rebel Chick with a Cause. That starts at 7 p.m., guys. Until then, like always, have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here live tomorrow. Good night, everyone.